Well, first of all, we had a really good summer, but it's pretty much over. So it's time to get down to business. On my left, I have Jakari Robinson. He is a center for us. We'll play some tackle, offensive tackle some this year, and also we'll play some more defensive line for us. And outstanding junior season. He's got 14 offers right now, and so we're just taking it one day at a time with his decision as far as where to go to school. But the main thing is he's an outstanding young man, and he's really all the recruiting has not gone to his head, and he's still very humble and still works hard. So I have Avery Harris to my right, outstanding young man first of all, and had a fantastic junior season at quarterback. You know, for his first year playing quarterback at the high school level this last year, and I just couldn't have asked for more. He's a fantastic leader. He's gotten a little faster and gotten a little stronger in the summer, and so we hope that translates into an even better senior season.
Last year you made it to the semifinals. Year two, what's your goals and expectations, Coach?
Well, part of me would like to pour mouth and say we just hope to win a couple of games, but our goals are to win the region and to win a state championship, and that's that's what we have talked about. That's what our players have talked about. That's what we've worked towards, and so we haven't. Everybody is 0-0 right now. So everything that we did, everything that these young men did last year, really doesn't matter because everybody is 0-0. But so the season will be what these guys make of it, and what their teammates make of it.
Talk about starting out the season with the target on your back. You're gonna start the season either in the top 3, top 5, I believe.
Okay.
Just talk about that.
Well, we were under the radar last year, and we what was supposedly going to be a little bit of a rebuilding year, and these guys just stepped it up and played well, especially from week 5, week 6 on, and we were 2-3, at the midpoint last year, and then we went on an 8-game winning streak, and these young men just really did a fantastic job, everything I could ask them to do. Great job by my assistant coaches, by my coordinators. Just really, this is not a correct English, but one of the most fun years of my coaching career. But we will have more of a target on our back this year. It's always flattering when it's tough to find non-region games, and so it was a tough time schedule. I think our schedule is probably the toughest 4A schedule in the state, and so we're going to have to be ready. Hopefully we'll be battle tested come playoff time.
Talk about that schedule a little bit, because you got Cordova right there at the end.
Mm-hmm. I had a mutiny on my hands for a couple of days with my assistant coaches when I told them that we were playing week 10 and that we were playing Cordova, and I'm sure they'll be preseason top 5. And so that'll be a huge game for us. It'll be at our place, and so our schedule ended up being a little odd this year. We got a week 0. Central Clay County comes to our place. That's a heated rivalry, so I felt like I needed to keep that, even though they're a very, very good 5A team. Our other non-region game is Lincoln, and they'll be very formidable, very athletic, very well coached, and it'll be at their place. And then our other non-region game is Cordova. So when you throw that into the mix, that I do believe that last year our region was the toughest region in the state. I don't think it's really an argument, but I think it will be again. You take the same region, and then you throw in a Tallahassee team that was a very good 5A team that dropped to 4A. So we have 4 opponents that are basically close to Wetumpka, and then 3 that are basically Wetumpka area schools, and then Hanley, and then the rest of the Talladega schools. So we didn't really get together as a staff until July. So Coach Tyree was a 25-year-old defensive coordinator. I was excited, tremendously excited to have him come on board. He had been a very good player at Oxford, been a volunteer assistant at Munford, so he knew the lay of the land. His dad was a Munford graduate, and he played linebacker for Oxford under Coach Niblett, and I was very, very happy to get him. So we didn't really learn our personnel until really the season got going. During the playoffs, we drew one of the toughest first-round games you could get with the W.S. Neal team that was averaging over 38 points a game, and we shut them out. I had to go back and look. It may have been our only shutout of the year. We're not going to have anybody go both ways, but if it's third and a foot or fourth and a foot, he's going to be on the defensive line. And so he's in tremendous shape. He's going to play. Jakari's going to play some defensive line. He's going to be starting offensive lineman that will play some. I haven't ruled out, my quarterback playing some defensive back or actually strong safety or outside linebacker. Like I said, I've only got 14 seniors, but I have about 26 juniors. Tanner Reeves started for us last year as a 10th grader, and he had a great. I'm looking for a breakout season from him. We lost 3 wide receivers that had over 550 yards receiving that were seniors, and so it's going to be tough to replace. But I feel like we've got some good young ones. Zay Britt is a 9th grader. He's starting for us right now. Carson Smith will be a junior. He spot played for us last year. He had a great summer. Kedrick Hanley Brown started for us in the secondary. He'll play secondary. He'll also play some running back. Kyle Ross is a sophomore that's right now on the depth chart as a starter. And so I mentioned to Corey Russell be playing some defense and also offense. But only got 2 offensive starters coming back on the offensive line. The other is Briar Bussey, and I'm sorry, Brody. Briar was his brother that graduated last year. So got Brody Bussey coming back. He started every game for us at guard. And we still feel like our offensive line is going to be a good one. We only got 2 starters coming back. But Draven's going to be playing some on both sides of the ball, really a special teams, crazy guy, just very fast, 4.55, 40 guy that goes tremendous shape. He's in awesome shape right now. So I'm losing track of some of the guys maybe I've already mentioned. We feel Pernell Mitchell is a starter for us right now as a 10th grader, an outside linebacker. We feel like he's going to be an outstanding linebacker. Could also play some running back. Charles Smith was like a son to me. I already miss him. He had a great senior season, right at 1,500 yards rushing. It was a luxury to have a 210-pound running back. We've got a lot more speed this year, team speed. But our running backs are going to be more in the 150-pound range. And, I miss that 210-pound Charles Smith.
Select as the part of your game that you want to improve on the most going from last year to this year?
My footwork capability is what I've been improving on this summer. We've been working on, with Coach LeBeau after workouts, My wide receivers come with me too. We be throwing routes on there and stuff, but footwork capability.
Does that help you from a running standpoint or from a passing standpoint?
Passing.
Okay.
Is it help because you don't have to, it isn't new. Like Coach Smith is here for a second year. Last year I'm sure you were getting ready or getting used to a brand new coach. This continuity, you can almost hopefully pick up right where you left off in 2015.
Yeah, we want to pick up right where we left off, but I don't have to get used to a new coach. We be watching film. Me and Coach LeBeau watched film this past week, but I'm glad that I have Coach Smith, to help me out because he has everything, from the footwork, from how you pass the ball, from the touch of the ball, everything like that.
It's easier this offseason, I would imagine, just because you don't have to get used to a new coach coming in. You can hopefully build off last season with the same pieces that you have in place.
Oh, yes, sir. It's way easier because, like, last year, it's kind of weird having a new coach. Got to break everything, his system in for real. But this year, we're already good, so workouts have been hard at everything. We're just getting better, picking up where we left off.
Like what Jakari said, we some dogs out here. I mean, you know, we've been working because we know we have a good shot at getting the state championship, getting the ring on our fingers. You know, I get on the youngest sometimes at workouts, you know. Some be trying to skip reps and everything. So, you know, got to stay on them too because we do have a young team this year. So you got to stay on them.
They're 20 days away, less than 21 days from now. And so my wife has a countdown app on her phone, so I show it to the kids a lot and send it out on Remind. But it should be about 20 days and about 6.5 hours right now. But I didn't think about anything like that last year. I knew our team could be good. I knew it had major obstacles with a brand new coaching staff. We had, and I want to thank the Board of Education, Dr. Lacey, Griff Hill, Mr. Tim Young for allowing me to bring in 5 coaches last year. So, you know, it's good and bad when the former coach takes, you know, 5 good coaches with him to Hazel Green, but it allowed me to bring in guys that I'd already either coached or worked with. And so, you know, I already knew the 5 guys, and I just had to give them a pitch, you know, to move to Talladega County. And so most of them were Birmingham guys. And that was a tough pitch for a little bit, but we have a great chemistry as a coaching staff. And, I mean, it's a grind during the season. Everybody's working 80 hours a week. And so, but the fact that we get along and we love each other, we have some arguments. And so I let my assistant coaches, they give me their opinions. I don't want just yes men. You know, I hired them to do a job. And so in the end, I'll end up saying yes or no. But to get back to your original question, I knew we could be good, but, you know, when we were 2-3, did I expect to make it to the semifinals? Probably not.